How's it going, everybody? Well, we have maybe one of the last super nice days of the year, and I was going to do some inside shop work, but you know what? We got to get some work done on this truck. I hit a little hitch in the program. Oops. Well, check this out. I know how to fix this, but again, friends, I'm going to show you this auction truck step by step, because I know you guys are curious. I've had a lot of people say, yeah, you know, I would like to do that, but I'm not sure. Well, let's use my time and my money to prove this point or disprove it. Either yes, you can get a good deal at auction, or no, you can't. So first thing I want to do here, friends, is show you something. I saw this, but anyways, we're missing the wheel key. Most aftermarket wheels have custom lug nuts. Now, usually they're not proprietary, so that's not a problem, but there's no key in this truck. I looked everywhere. I found storage compartments in this cab that I didn't even know existed, which is cool, but we don't have a lug nut key. Okay, it has these things. They're, how many's on there? Seven little splines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are 7 spline lug nuts. My wife has similar wheels on her car, so maybe we'll grab the key out of there. If not, I'll have to buy a tool to pull these off, which is, again, going to set me back a little bit of time. But anyhow, I was going to do the brakes today, and I got to wait till my wife gets home to see if her key works. If not, I'm going to phone my brother, because he has my Tundra. A couple of you guys have asked what happened to my Tundra. I sold it to my brother, and he's still rocking that thing. And it's got almost, I don't know, 450, $500,000 on it, and it's still going strong. So he has wheels and nuts like this on his truck. So anyways, that's the start of the day. Now, getting back to our ABS issue. This is a rear wheel speed sensor out of this truck. Pretty easy to take off. There's a stud with a 14 mil nut, and then a 12 mil nut on the top. Okay, undo those, push down right here, pull your clip off. Now there's 2 leads in this thing, and I hooked up my ohm meter to ohms and ohmed this thing out. There's no resistance, so this thing is open. That tells me more than likely I need a wheel speed sensor. I got one coming today, so hopefully that fixes that issue. Okay, and since I know you guys are curious, right? Saw it in the comments, would never buy a lifted truck. I touched on that. I saw it again. Lifted trucks are bad news. Yeah, I guess. Like I said, everybody has their opinion. I'm good with that. Somebody mentioned off-roading. Nah, in this area, people don't off-road in trucks like this. The trails we have, this thing wouldn't even fit. No, guys just lift these because it looks cool and they're really good in the snow. Okay, I jacked this thing up, and both sides. Okay, you got the tires just off the ground. Now I've already checked it. Checking for slop. I got a various assortment of tools over there. Okay, friends, I've checked all this front end. Tie rods are good. Ball joints feel good. Now, friends, there's a little bit of play, just a little bit. And I think it's probably a hub, I'm guessing. I don't know. You can hear the balancing beads. I run balancing beads in my tires, friends. Look them up. They work really well on big tires, so. Okay, just, again, I feel just a hint. I don't know if you can hear it, friends. This tire moves, just a hair. Both sides are like that. I'll bring you guys over. Both sides have just a hint of movement. I don't know if there should be end play on these. I'm guessing not. There's just a hair. Okay, so whatever. This truck has 350,000 kilometers on it. which is 220,000 miles, I'd expect it to need some front end work. And yes, it's lifted. Nothing's loose on this truck, friends. Why? Because this truck's been looked after. Again, when I looked at this truck, I saw money everywhere. Maybe not in the last couple of years, but well, I'll show you guys something, friends. Fox Racing shocks, got the good Firestone airbags. Now, friends, I'm going to show you something. This is not my plate. FT. So this is a farm truck, friends. FT means farm truck in Manitoba. Farm trucks are regulated by different rules. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to stand up. Farmers generally look after their rigs because they need them to make money. So that was one reason. If this didn't have farm truck plates, I may not have been interested. But again, friends, Fox shocks on the front. And this truck's in nice shape. I can see the front end parts have been changed recently. Looks like it's got Moog on it. And this truck's in good shape. Underneath is not rusty at all. Well, let's have a look since this thing's so tall. Underneath's not rusty at all, really. A little bit here and there, but inner rockers are good. Rockers aren't bad. I'm going to fill them with oil for winter. I was talking to a fellow the other day. Last night maybe by email. And he was saying about putting oil and stuff underneath. And yeah, I generally do that. Not right now. Right before winter. Only thing I see with this truck, and this don't scare me because, well, my Power Stroke, she leaks all over. There is oil all around. It's coming from up there, friends. Looks like the back of the valve cover's leaking. It's definitely not a rear main. At least doesn't appear to be. The back of my motor's leaking. Oh, and friends, here, guys, I noticed this when I was looking at the truck in the parking lot. See what that says? Remanufactured. This transmission's been done. I don't know who did it. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Anybody know what that means? Is that an OEM reman? So again, friends, everything on this truck seems to be good. Little bit of an output shaft leak in the transmission, but other than that, this truck's in good shape, friends. And you look at the back of it. U-joints are good. Rear diff's not leaking. Hanger bearing appears good. It's not seized. You know, output shaft. Transmission mount is still there. It's got a little bit of play. I don't know if that's cool or not, but again, friends, if you buy a truck with this kind of mount, let's look at that mount. Oh, the rubbers are still there. Yeah, she's still attached. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with, and like I said, so far so good. Again, all the U-joints seem good. They move freely. They're not super loose. Little bit of play in that, but again, friends, it's an old truck, and I think it'll be just fine. And you guys can see it's got 4 radius arms. I don't know if these are OEM or not. Appears to be about a 3-inch lift. It's got the stabilizer on there, and like I said, everything seems good. Like I said though, friends, I think that hub's got a little play. Don't know how much work that is to change, but it looks like, you know, 4 bolts and off she comes. Take the nut off the end of the drive shaft and pull her out. So, I mean, been there, done that many times. I did hubs. I did front hubs on my Chevy, I believe. And it took me like an hour. So, again, friends, she looks really good. This thing's cleaner than either of my last 2 trucks. It's cleaner than my F-250. And no leaks. My F-250 leaks here and there. No big deal. I drive it and I just check the oil once in a while. Yeah, let's stand back up. Hey, it's about an hour later. My wife got home and I said, babe, do you remember where we put the lug nuts and the key for your car? Is it in your car? And she said, no, It's in the basement. Well, friends, just happen to be the same lug nuts that are on this truck. So that helped. Delayed me by several hours, but it is what it is. I'm putting hubs in this truck. I could feel, without the wheels on, I could feel just the slightest little bit of play. You guys can see the brakes are thin. We're going to do brakes, hubs, rotors. Part of the new hubs will be ABS wheel speed sensors. So this one's pretty loose. Again, I can feel it here. So yeah, we'll have to remove the hubs. It's getting dark, so we'll do that maybe tomorrow night or the night after. And I'm sure these hubs are welded in the knuckles, so that'll be, you know, fun. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay, back here, my wife was in the city and grabbed parts. I usually ship parts to the city because a lot of carriers won't deliver out here. I got a new, see if I can do this one-handed. Friends, this is fun. I like doing stuff like this. I know it's not for everybody. Sorry if my finger got in the way there. But grab the Dorman wheel speed sensor, whatever. It'll probably work or it won't. Let's grab this here. Now remember, I owned this one out and it said nothing. Let's see if I can do this. I probably can't. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, friends. No, see? This one has resistance, and this one, the old one, has nothing. Okay, so I'm going to replace this, and then we'll hop into the cab and do some cleanup. And let's see at least if the wheel speed sensor fixes my code. Oh, and also, friends, I was waiting for my wife there. I put 12.5 liters, quarts, whatever you want to call them, 12.5 of whatever measurement unit you use. I put 12.5 liters of fresh oil, Rotella. I'm going to change to full synthetic, but I'm going to run like a 5,000 kilometer oil change through this thing and then dump it. A couple of you guys noticed this air filter. Yeah, it's ugly. I ordered a new AFE dry air filter. And they're kind of a gray color like this when they come out. And so I ordered that tonight and 2 hubs. Anyhow, I'm going to put that wheel speed sensor in real quick. I'll show you kind of how it goes after. But basically it just sticks in the top of the rear end. There's a stud with a bolt and bolted in. And then there's a nut on top that holds the bracket for the units that are running over top of the rear end. I'm going to go do that right now before it gets dark. You know what I do like about a lifted truck? I'm just sitting underneath here cross-legged. There are some bonuses to a lifted truck. And in this region, well, lifted trucks, they're generally not as rusty because, well, they don't rip around in the snow all winter. Anyhow, the rear wheel speed sensors here. There's a stud here, 15 mil or 14 mil, and a 12 mil. And there's this little cap here. That's the bracket for your e-brake cable. Clip it back in. Well, let's go up front and see if we can erase our codes now. Well, I filled these airbags up with a little bit of air last night, and they're still holding. So, that one, if you look at the bracket, it's loose. See that bolt? So I'm going to have to cut those bolts off and put new bolts in. And these things should be good to go. So we're going to do the front end first, and then we'll work on the rear end after. Let's hop into the cab and see if we can get that code cleared. Well, tonight wasn't as productive as we wanted it to be, but... Well, first things first, let's turn the key on and see if those lights are on still. And we still have lights. Okay, I'm going to hook my scan tool up and see if I can erase these codes. Okay, I got the old scan tool plugged in here. She's just booting up. Key on, engine off. I better turn the music off. Okay, we'll just let this thing boot up. This scan tool's pretty awesome. It's done everything I need to do right now. Takes a little bit to boot up. It's Android based, so show once, accept. Right now, there we go. Accept. Accept. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go diagnostics. And we're gonna go to manual. I want you guys to see this because this thing works good. And we have a 2007 RAM. Sorry, friends, I don't have my reading glasses on. Diagnostics. Oh, let's go. So we want chassis, ABS, and let's go to read codes and see what we still have. We may have a wiring issue, but okay. Let's hit that. What's it telling us? So it tells us when this code started. It's been on for 199 minutes of runtime. I did erase the code. Supply voltage is 18 volts, etc., etc. Okay, so this thing gives you a lot of data. Okay, I'm going to go to erase codes. I want to see if the code goes away. Yes. Ignition on, engine off. Yes. Yes. Okay, well, let's see. And we still seem to have a code. So let's look at it again, friends. On. So what I'll have to do, signal not available, not programmed. Rear white right speed sensor. Well, friends, we're gonna have to fiddle with this. I might not have power going, so I can check that. Let's see live data. Right rear, left front. This thing doesn't have... Well, let's try right rear. So signal not available. See, brake light status. Anyhow, friends, I'll have to dig a little bit further into this and just see what's going on. But that lets you see the scan tool. I'm going to show you a few more parts that I bought. I probably have a broken wire. I've heard that these rear wheel speed sensors can be a little bit of a headache. But guys say what they do is they trace the wire back and they'll cut and splice wires at the firewall and run a new wire to the back, and that usually gets rid of this. So I'm actually shocked this isn't working, because the wheel speed sensor actually, you couldn't ohm it out. So I'm kind of shocked it's not working. Well, she's dark out now. There's a plug that goes all the way to the back there, and I got the clips apart, but I couldn't wiggle it apart. I'll shoot it with some spray lube and get it apart, and then I'll check for voltage at the rear sensor. Green with white and green with yellow. Pretty simple stuff here, folks. I'm still getting a code saying that there's no voltage to my rear sensor. So another thing we're gonna do, these headlights, I already polished them. I could probably do a better job, but they're in rough shape. Let's take a good look at them. I'm going to put LEDs in these things right now, and we'll see if that helps at all. Just give me a second. Here, I'll just set you guys up here. Just puttering. It's Tuesday night. You'll be seeing this Wednesday. Let's just see. I think I can get it this side without too much trouble. Oh yeah. Oh, that's hot. Imagine that, friends. I should probably not do this with the light on, but you know, I like to party. You guys know me. I'm just gonna put this right here. I touched that thing to my hand, and let me tell you, I remember the days of getting like Sylvania Silver Stars, and do you guys remember? Are you guys that old? I ain't old, but you know, I guess I'm not young either anymore. I'm the right age. I'm well seasoned. That's what we'll say. Okay, well, I'm going to attempt to... These have a ballast and... These have a ballast on them and a plug, so... If I can get this thing into there. Always easy getting it out and then putting it back in, right? Let's have a look-see here. I don't really want to pull the headlight out. I might have to, but... Oh, I see. Okay. I got this. Got the 3 tabs. I just got to get her in there, right? And she should. If you see a little time lapse, I may, oh, there we go. Let's see, I may edit some of this out. Okay, got this here. Factory plug is here. Let me tell you, friends, my Ford takes about 4 hours to take the headlights out. Okay. Ooh, doggy. Oh, that's bright. Friends, look at the difference. These LED conversion bulbs. Here. Right here, friends. Can you guys see the difference? There. You can see it in the way brighter. Here, friends, hold on. The left side is an incandescent bulb. Here, I'll just stand in the middle. Left side is an incandescent bulb. Right side is the LED. Can you see the difference? It's way bright. Okay, I'm going to change the other one now. There you guys go, way brighter. I like it. Well, friends, it's nighttime. We've run out of daylight and energy. You guys know the deal. I was hoping to get that brake light off today, but back to the drawing board. Either way, we got the front wheels off. They weren't stuck, and we replaced the rear wheel speed sensor. It was faulty because the one that I pulled out of there had no resistance. Okay, so I really thought putting another one in would fix it, but you win some, you lose some, right? Like I said, I'll dig into that wiring connector. I'm sure I'll find power there, or I'll find dirty connections. That's probably what it's going to be, because I noticed that connector when I first got this truck, and I said, that's in a horrible spot. I bet you I'll be working on that at some point. But anyhow, if I find power there on one side or the other, I'll just make new wires and go right through the factory loom and right back to that sensor. I'll wire in the pigtail, and we should have a rear wheel speed sensor again. Anyhow, friends, thanks for watching. Take her easy and work on your own stuff. It's fun and rewarding, and I like doing it. Hopefully you guys do too. Anyhow, if you have any questions, comments, or you know something that I was doing wrong, or post a comment below. You guys know what to do. Later.